1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something that I originally wanted to do like last year, back when I first got this comic. So I'm gonna do a full-on read-through. I'm gonna also try to do some of the voices. I'm gonna say right now, I suck at voice acting, so here goes. Oh, and I'm also gonna try to have the glove on while I'm doing this. But if it gets too hard for me, then, then I'll take it off. Oh yeah, it is cool that they got like the other Marvel comics on this page. So, issue 1, Bastard Son of a Thousand Maniacs. Springfield, just past midnight. The residence of Roger and Patty Hayes and their daughter Allison. Ambulance is here, babe. Mr. Hayes, you called for an ambulance? No, yeah, my wife did. Where's the patient, sir? It's a simple question, pal. Where's the damn patient? I swear. How the hell, how could this happen? Okay, I need to lift the comic up. Can't do this with the glove on. I swear, how the hell? How could this happen? Help! Up here, she's up here, please hurry! Thank you, ma'am. We'd be glad to. Uh-huh. Don't think so. And there, it's my daughter. Just step aside, Miss Hayes. Let us through. Try to stay calm. We'll do everything we possibly... Oh, God. What in the name of hell is happening here? Weak, but there's still a pulse. She looks like somebody worked her over with a damn scalpel. Did you notice the feet? Burned. This kid's been tortured. Josh, help me get her on the stretcher. Mitch, you call the cops. They're not getting away with this. Alright, let's go over the story one more time. Maybe it'll improve if you lace it with a little truth. But I didn't hurt Allison. I don't know who did. There were sounds from her room, screams, breaking glass, pounding. She was being slammed against the walls. Uh-huh, by whom? Damn it, I told you, I don't know. You think this sounds any less crazy to me? Patty, honey, tell him, please. Patty. It's true, Sergeant. Her room was locked from the inside. Roger forced open the door. We found her. Beaten, all cut up. Oh, dear God. Why didn't we listen? Excuse me, Gus. Hospital just called. Kid's going into surgery. Oh, no. Massive internal bleeding. Don't sound good. Sergeant Miller, I beg you, let's go to her. I think you should. I'll even drive. Later, New York. You're sure you won't reconsider, Julian? The city's still got a few advantages over your old hometown. Myself among them. You know my mind's made up, Doug. I've taken the job for one thing. And there are other reasons I want to go back to Springwood. Okay, you find yourself missing the man of your dreams, you know where to find him. Uh-huh. Good night, Dougie. Man of my... Ow! What the hell? Great. Perfect finale to my last big night in town. I get mugged by a tricycle. Coming for you. The manager's gonna hear about this. Coming for you. Someone should really get hurt if... Coming for you. What? Who said that? Somebody... Coming for you. 3, 4... Oh my God, the floor! Lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. Who are you? What do you want from me? We are the world. What? We are the children. Hold us, Julian, hold us tight till we crumble to dust and go nighty-night. Babies, just babies, oh God. 1, 2, what, where am, where am I now? Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. Hiya, Jules. Wanna meet your perfect match? Damn. Cigarette, way to go. If I keep falling asleep with all these damn things lit, I won't have to worry about Mr. Krueger. I'll flame be myself. Yeah, right. That's why my hands won't stop shaking. Maybe I ought to rethink the move back to Springwood. At the Springwood Medical Center, OR. She's under. Let's begin. The spleen's ruptured. We'll have to remove it to stop the bleeding. Scalpel. Clamp. What the hell? The incision's opening by itself. Something's ripping her apart. This is it, Allison. Your moment of guts and glory. Oh God, no, stop. It's strangling me. Oh, what's the matter, honey? Upset stomach? You got away once from me, bitch. But it won't happen again. Don't get all choked up from intestinal fortitude. Her lungs are filling with blood. She's suffocating. We'll have to open her up there too. Why is she spasming? Can't you keep her still? She shouldn't be able to move at all. She's under complete sedation, muscle relaxants. I've never seen anything like this. No. What is it then? An allergic reaction? If so, the anesthesiologist is out of a license. No! Damn you, I'm not going to die. You want to see guts? I'll show you guts. How'd you like a nice organic dicky, you ugly bastard? With the loose ends trimmed. Oh no, I've learned from that trick. Yes, I see you have. Get this straight. You can hurt me, scare me, batter me within an inch of my life, but I won't let you kill me! Life ain't all it's cracked up to be, kid. I'll show you. I'll be back. You can't keep a good man down. Vital signs stabilizing. Her lungs are draining. The kid's a fighter, that's for sure. Spasms have stopped. Let's try to pull her through. Several hours later. In her dreams? Are you asking me? All I'm saying is, it's happened before. She's awakened screaming. Sometimes with tiny wounds, but nothing like Mr. and Mrs. Hayes. Doctor, how is she? Still touch and go, I'm afraid. We'll know more with time. She's strong, though. It was as if her body tried to die and her spirit wouldn't allow it. If she maintains that strength of will, she'll recover. Can't you call off the troops now, Miller? I admit, Patty and I haven't always been the best of parents, but you must know now that neither of us could hurt Allison this way. Maybe. The following day. Dear Mr. Quinn, I read your letter with both great interest and profound sadness. It pains me deeply to revive the memory of the torments suffered by my sister in Christ, Amanda Krueger. Yet I cannot refuse your request. Torments. I've read this letter 50 times and the language still astonishes me. How many people can write about torment? that sound the least bit melodramatic. The tone is so inconsistent, the hurt so real. As you know, both Amanda, whom I knew as Sister Mary Helena, and I were nurses. At the mental hospital, then called Our Lady of Sorrows in Springwood. I recall with great disturbing clarity our last conversation before that terrible Christmas of 1946. It's a pity you won't be going home for the holidays. I was looking forward to visiting my family, but if I'm here, it must be God's will. No, dear, the will of the personnel department. Our Lord didn't invent this. Didn't invent the seniority system. She laughed. I cannot recall ever hearing her laugh again. She had been assigned for the holidays to a duty ordinarily performed by the older, more experienced among us. We called it simply the Tower. The top of its winding stairs behind a bolted steel door was hell on earth. The air was different there, foul-smelling, unclean. Any sudden movement, the slightest sound, could be cause for dread. Sorry to startle you, sister. I didn't hear you on the stairs. It's all right, really. Believe me, there's no need to explain. Are you leaving? Yeah, some emergency in the West Wing. Security staff's at minimum 2 till the 26th. Don't worry, I won't be long. Oh, and no matter what, don't go into the cage till I get back. Is that clear? The warning was unnecessary, of course. Sister Mary Helena had no intention of entering the Vipers down alone. She would prepare the patient's medication, force herself to ignore the endless weeping and moaning from behind the door, and wait for the guard to return, which is precisely what she did. Work and wait. Work and wait. Until it was abundantly clear he had either forgotten her or would be occupied for some time to come. It was urgent that the patients receive their medication on time. She was about to leave to find the guard. From the ward there came a sound unlike any she had ever heard. It was, she said, like the quiet cry of a soul in terror, its own being. Conscience could not permit her to ignore it. Concerned for the patient's safety, she peered inside. Punch her, go blow. Kill it. Pain of the world, pain of the world. They were the worst of the criminally insane, beyond all hope. In those days, all we could do was lock them away, keep them sufficiently tranquilized to prevent their killing one another or themselves. At the moment, she was failing even that. Perhaps she could call him, she thought. Then she thought better. Who would call the others? But the screaming persisted, and the pounding fists, and calling one out over sense. She entered the ward. Sir, let me help you, please. Sissa? At first, the patients must have been so startled to see her. They stood silently watching. That's right, Sister Mary Helena. Sissa, Mary Helena. I'll be caring over you over the holidays. Yeah? Baby, baby, boo, boo, baby. I know, that's what it says here. Let me see your hands. You've hurt them very badly. No, strong. Show ya. Like it, Sissa? No. It's good. I don't like it when you like it. Dear God, no. God ain't around, Sissa. Just you and me. Let me go, I'll scream. Shut up. Pain of the world. Pain of the world. There. No cause to look. Not likely to find. Pain of the world. She was not found until the 26th, 3 days later. I was there when they dragged her from the ward, barely alive. God forgive me. I could have throttled the guard for never questioning her absence. She had been beaten mercilessly and raped literally hundreds of times. And as the doctor later confirmed, she was pregnant. God left her nothing but her dignity and her faith. She retained both until the end of her life. It was my faith which wavered, and does sometimes even now. Yours in Christ, Sister Dorothea. I get so torn up reading this. So emotionally exhausted. What was it like to have lived it? Oh no, no. I know this isn't happening. I know who you are. Dr. Quinn, I know what you are. I wish you'd tell me. I've had 4 years of therapy and still can't figure it out. What? Just relax. You had a bad dream, that's all, right? That's all, just a bad dream. Subject Frederick Krueger is the son of Sister Mary Helena, born Amanda Krueger, and an unknown patient at Our Lady of Sorrows Institution for the Mentally Ill. He was remanded at birth to the care of the church-operated orphanage, from which in November 1947, at the age of 9 weeks, he was adopted by a real estate agent and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Paul Strunk. According to the police records, the Strunks' custody of Frederick lasted less than 24 hours. On the very night they brought the child home, the residence at 111 Maple Street was violated by burglars. There was no evidence to suggest they were after the child. It appears, however, that even in infancy, Frederick seemed uncanny to attract violence. Frederick and his newly adopted parents apparently slept soundly until a noise from the kitchen awakened Mr. Strunk. Taking a gun for protection, he went to investigate and surprised the intruders in the kitchen. As startled himself as they were, he fired, wounding one of the burglars. Police theorize he must have advanced on the other, a female, prompting her to seek the nearest weapon, a carving knife, which she summarily buried in Strunk's chest. Even as Mr. Strunk was expiring, his wife, awakened by the scuffle, entered the kitchen, saw what had become of her husband, and screamed. This, of course, made it necessary for the thieves to silence her as well, which they did, at the door of Frederick's nursery. The sound no doubt awakened the child, but rather than killing him, they somehow muffled his cries and added them to their loot. At some later date, Frederick was sold to a couple later identified as Walter Stork Fingal and Isabel Trant, a small-time procurer and his prostitute, respectively. Precisely why they wanted the child remains unknown. Perhaps some perverse parenting impulse. Perhaps something worse. In any event, according to the subject's own account, by the age of 6, he was learning their trade. "Hey, mister, want to go out with my mom?" The extent to which subject's sexuality was warped by what he saw in those years cannot be overstated, nor the effects of the cruelties he suffered at Fingal's hands. "Told you not to bother the customers. Told you a million times, didn't I?" "Yes, sir." Was that? Yes. Let's see it don't happen again. Next time I'll cut you up good. In fact, such punishments must have been administered routinely. If the scars over the subject's body are any indication. Again, by his own account, Frederick remained in this environment until his early teens. He freely admits to the circumstances of his departure. Indeed, he takes inordinate pride at having mastered the use of Fingal's disciplinary tool, and at having employed it to slit his custodians' throats in their sleep. Police records corroborate the time frame and the details of Fingal and Tronk's deaths. Subject spent the next several years as an itinerant, surviving on the fruits of mugging and petty thefts. He claims to have slept outdoors for much of this time, regardless of weather. And it was during this period, he asserts, that he learned to control his own dreams. Now, obviously, such a claim must be viewed with skepticism. Yet it is undoubtedly true that only in fantasy could he have experienced any sense of command over his chaotic existence. It was hardly surprising that the dominant theme of the dreams he related to me was that of sexual ecstasy derived from the exercise of absolute domination, i.e., the power of life and death. In his dreams, his hands became Fingal's instrument of torture, and only through the infliction of pain became pleasure. In time, the subject's ability to distinguish between fantasy and reality became drastically impaired, until eventually he eliminated the difference altogether. The crimes of which subject stands accused represent the fusion of his fantasies with reality. The abandoned power plant where he resided was his fortress against the world. The victims was his fortress against the world. The boiler room where allegedly the murders were committed was its dungeon. The victims, all children, were as helpless against him as he had been against Fingal. In their pain, he found love. His disposal of the bodies seems more a ritual than an effort to conceal his crimes. Each was cradled gently in his arms, borne to the boiler, and thrust into the sacrificial flames, perhaps to purify their souls, or perhaps to cleanse his, we may never know which. None of this should be construed, however, to mean that the subject was unable to distinguish right from wrong. Quite clearly, he understood that he was committing murder, and quite clearly he enjoyed it. It is therefore my opinion that Frederick Krueger should be judged competent to stand trial. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Please extinguish all smoking materials and fasten your seatbelts, please. We are commencing our final approach to Springwood. Sometime later. You'll be staying with us for how long, Miss Quinn? About a week, till my furniture arrives from New York. Okie dokie. Room 102. Enjoy your stay at the Springwood Inn. Enjoy your stay. The motels in this town should put amphetamines on the pillows instead of mints. No, that's fatigue talking. I can't let myself fall into that trap. I came back here to put a stop to the nightmares, and to you if I can. Though obviously that's been tried before. And again, who knows? Maybe I'm the one. Shouldn't have picked on. 9, 10, never sleep again. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. What? Where? 3, 4, better lock your door. Oh, God. Julian? How did you... What do you want? World peace. World peace, to win the lottery, the new Guns N' Roses album, for him to leave me alone one lousy night so I can sleep without you. Sorry to extrude, just as the conversation was starting to sparkle, but I never could stomach a whiner. This is my dream, not yours. I control it, not you. Don't go theoretical on me, Jules. I hate that. Keep it primal. You scream, I'll jump your bones and we'll go for a ride. Figure it this way, Jules. You hit the bottom, break every bone in your body. If I let you wake up, you'll still have to go to work in the morning. Maybe death. No. My dream, not yours. My dream. I'm not falling, Kruger. I'm flying. Rising gently on silver wings. Back to my bed. Back to my room. Back to where I'm safe. Nice try, Jules. But I just revised your flight plan. I thought we should spend a little time together in my room. I want to get as close to you as you've gotten to me. So far, it's been a pretty one-sided relationship. But we'll remedy that. I won't be so distant from you from now on. We'll get to know each other inside and out. No. The phone is just the... Hello? Yes. Dr. Marlin, yes, this is Julian. No, not really out of breath, just... No, I'm glad you woke me. Yes, sir, I'll be at the staff meeting tomorrow 9 sharp. The next morning. Dr. Quinn's work has included a cross-cultural study on the psychology of dreams. She's had unusual success treating sleep-disoriented patients with techniques derived from the beliefs of the Yakai Indians, the Australian Aborigines, and so on. I expect her to become a unique and valuable asset to this clinic. It's about time, Marlin. We've needed a witch doctor on staff here. Feel free to be amused, Dr. Watley. I don't ask for your credulity, just a modicum of courtesy. It's alright, hon. We're all on the same team. I'm afraid I'm not much of a team player, Doctor, or a diplomat either. My expertise is in research and individual therapy. Those will be my concerns, not clinic politics. Some of my techniques are unorthodox. Dr. Marlin knew that when he hired me. Your opinion of me is none of your own business. However, my work will not be subject to group critique or to ridicule. Later. I'm sorry if I came down hard on Watley. He deserved it. Good doctor, but occasionally a pompous ass. I'm going to assume from that speech that you'd like to work and to get to work permanently, because I think I have a patient that needs you. You'll see her at Springwood Medical. She can't be moved yet. Severe delusions, depressive behavior, indications of possible parental abuse. The police want an examination right away. Good luck, doctor. At Springwood Medical. No, really, it's antibiotic, Allison. And what else? Nothing. You're lying. You're trying to make me go to sleep. You're all trying to kill me. I don't want your damn tranks. Get out! Get out! I take it I've arrived at Dad. It's okay. This is her typical mood. Oh my god. This is crazy. You can't... Here's looking at you too, kid. I'm not trying to make trouble. Just trying to stay awake. You know. Tell her. Don't be silly, Allison. How would this lady... No, it's true, nurse. I'm Dr. Quinn from Weston Hills. Allison's sleep disorder doesn't respond well to sedation. What's in this syringe? Tetracycline, that's all. Bring another. She was telling you the truth, Allison. It's not a tranquilizer. Do you believe me? You're a shrink, aren't you? I don't need a shrink. I need a bodyguard. I know. To protect you from the man in your dreams. Who was he? How do you know? Nobody's ever believed me. You have to tell me his name is Fred Krueger. And if you promise to stay calm, I'll tell you all I know about him. But you've got to relax. Get your strength back. You're going to need it. Sometime later. I still don't get it. What is he? Why is he after you or me? My parents were among the mob that burned him alive when he was freed. He moved away from Springwood a few years later. I grew up in New York, spent most of my time there. I never even knew about Krueger or the massacre of my childhood friends until he invaded my dreams. So he's after you for revenge. But what does he want with me, and what is he? He's become something our culture doesn't have a word for, a demon of the dream world. Evil in its most rarefied state. Oh, swell. As to why he wants you, that's a mystery. Except, of course, that he seems to feed on terror and loves a good fight. And you provide him with both. So where does all this get us? I mean, sooner or later I'm bound to fall asleep, right? And then I do the maximum checkout. There's no way to beat that son of a bitch, is there? There may be, by dreaming true. That evening. It's a technique for maintaining complete continuity of thought from the waking state of dreams. You're shining me. I'm what? Kidding. That's impossible. No, Alson, it isn't. We visualize a place and hold the picture in our minds until the instant we fall asleep. At precisely that moment, we step into the picture. Sounds pretty flaky to me. That's okay, as long as you're willing to try it. Here's where we'll go. It'll be territory we control. And know if Kruger to hide if he decides to join us. Now lie back, look at the picture, stay conscious of my touch. The shared sensation is what will keep us together. Fading fast, so tired. Do you feel my touch? Mm-hmm. See the picture? Mm-hmm. Let yourself relax. Calm, but not drifting. Directed focus. Come with me into the dream. We did it? We're here? Yes, but now you've got to take control of the dream, huh? Dream yourself healed. You're not bound by physical reality. You don't have to wear that hospital gown. Research your mind and find an image of power to wear that. Okay, yeah, something way cool. Look, I saw it on the Lady Wrestler once. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the main event. This match is scheduled for one fall, yours, with no time limit, no holds barred. Kruger, how? You're even stupider than you look, bitch. Don't you know wrestling is fixed? The ground's opening up. What's that yuck inside? Brains, Allison. I figured you could use some. Hot, steaming brains for a couple of hot, sexy chicks. I didn't want you to die without seeing my intellectual side. I can be a very deep thinker. Take a moment to let that sink in. Oh, man. That's finally the end of it. Wow. Oh, and they got some cool advertisements for not only the next issue, but some other comics from Marvel. Oh, and some other those bogus ads. When did this one come out? Because I know it came out October 1st. Honestly, if I was smart, I'd release this on October 1st, but whatever. I'll admit the voices I did weren't all that great. I tried to give Allison a southern accent. Obviously, that didn't work. Even Freddy Krueger, I couldn't even keep that one up the whole time. Next time I'll have to drink some water, and if I ever revisit doing this issue, like I'll probably add some more sound effects. But all this came from my phone, so you know. I had to work with what I had, and I'll definitely have to find the second issue of this one. So, good night, everyone. One, two, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, Gotta stay up late. 9, 10, never wake up again.